Lockheed Martin has agreed to buy the maker of the Black Hawk helicopter, there's the camera, from United Technologies for $9 billion.
And by the way, this is the biggest purchase that Lockheed has attempted since a failed bid for Northrop Grumman for $11.6 billion back in 1997. With details, let's bring in Bloomberg Intelligence defense analyst George Ferguson. He joins us from Princeton, New Jersey. George, Lockheed, I believe, is already the top supplier of U.S. military aircraft. How does this Sikorsky purchase fold in with the company's overall strategy?
Well, I think the Sikorsky purchase, they've already got a strong sales force at the Pentagon and internationally. And so the Sikorsky purchase allows them to really use those same channels to sell this helicopter. It's a very important helicopter to U.S. fleets, worth a lot of revenue, and likely has a lot of capability to be sold internationally as well.
Is it a growing business? I mean, obviously they make the Black Hawk helicopters that we all know and recognize, but the analyst notes I've been reading say that United Technologies are getting rid of Sikorsky because it's a low-margin, low-growth business.
Well, I mean, the great part about the helicopter business is helicopters last 20 to 30 years, and then they have to be replaced. And so I think there's a base level of demand just at the U.S. Defense Department. So again, I think you can build on that and sell the helicopter internationally as well. But you already have a base level of demand that always has to be refreshed. We just came out of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. A lot of the equipment is well used. The average age I see right now in the fleet is 15 years. So I think it's a very consistent level of demand at the Defense Department. And on top of that, we're getting ready to, the U.S. Army is working on the Future Vertical Flight program, which could be a 6,000-strong purchase of helicopters, replenishment of helicopters with an all-new version. I'd call it the Joint Strike Fighter of helicopters. That could be a $100 billion program. That's probably mid-2020s, sort of 2025 timeframe, but it could be a lot of revenue. So I think there is some growth here, potentially.
And George, I believe Sikorsky won the contract for Marine One, the president's helicopter, and they beat out Lockheed Martin for that, didn't they?
They did. So I guess Lockheed Martin gets back inside that. Lockheed Martin was going to put a lot of components on that helicopter anyway, so this gets them more into the manufacturing of helicopters rather than sort of building some of the networks that helicopters use and systems helicopters use.
So United Technologies has said that they are going to try to slim down the portfolio. Do you think that anything else might go up on the block? I know they own Otis elevators, they own jet carriers, engine carrier air conditioners, is that right?
They do. They own Carrier air conditioning. They do Otis elevators. They have Pratt & Whitney aircraft engines. So hard to say. I think some of UTX's portfolio is a little bit challenged right now. China slowdown, I think, is hurting the elevator business. So it's probably a really hard time to be selling something like that. They're definitely going to use a lot of this money to buy back shares. So it seems like management's looking for other ways to bolster EPS. So hard to say, but there's definitely some stuff to work through in the portfolio.
Final question for you, George. What kind of cost-cutting opportunities will result from this purchase by Lockheed Martin?
I don't think there's a lot of cost-cutting capability here for Lockheed. This is really bolting on some expertise in how to build helicopters. They don't have much overlap in that now. Some of their systems will go on it, but I think there's not a lot of redundancy there. The sales force might be one of the bigger areas for them to cut. The question is how much of United Technologies' sales force would come over with the transaction. I don't think it's a big cost-cutting opportunity. It's more Lockheed Martin digging deeper into the helicopter business.